Hey, welcome to my super DIY video for stretching and strengthening. Just making this up on the fly, but I'm thinking of some glutes, hips, just some general stuff to loosen up and stretch. Okay, so first of all, we're going to stand in our archer stance. So we're going to get a nice wide stance here. So I've got my back foot forward and my front foot facing this way. So I'm going to bend to the knee and lean, just a bit of a hip lean forward and back. So what I'm doing, I'm stretching to the back of the adductors here. I'm getting more mobility through the hips and just pushing forward. Get into end range and pulse a few times. That's it. And then I'm going to widen the stance here into a bit of a yoga pose. So back leg straight, front knee bent, reach down, hands to the floor, open the chest, and reach up nice and high to the ceiling. Sorry about the camera angles. Like I said, DIY, first time. Just trying things out here. Okay, so same stance, then we straighten the front leg, reach down, and then up. So both legs are straight now, so I'm stretching, focusing in through the QLs just above the hips, and also adductors in the front leg. Breathe into that, deep breaths. In and out. Now we just want to hold these stretches as long as we feel comfortable. Okay, so let's go other side. So get into that archer stance, drive that knee forward, so this front foot this way, back foot is straight on. Let's get deep into that stretch, sink into the hips, a couple of pulses, stretching here, getting mobility here through the hips. That's it, widen the stance and reach down to the floor, open the chest, look up to the ceiling. I'm going to hold this pose for at least 10 to 20 seconds, breathing through it. Good, and then we straighten that front leg, lean back, and then we're going to take another lean forward, lift, arch over and across. So QLs here, feeling the stretch and adductors in the front. Breathe. Good, and stand up tall. Okay, next one, we're standing with our feet shoulder width. We're going to step right over left, left over right, whichever way you interpret that. So diagonal leg across, we're going to push the hips right out. So you get that body in a banana shape. Lift the arm up nice and high, both arms, and just like a tree trunk swaying across. Get deep into the stretch. We can add a little rotation as well. So feeling that stretch right down to the side of the body here. Good, once again just holding that one. Breathe. Good, other side. So step arms up, you can see, like this, leg across, diagonal, arching right over, hips out, breathe into it, across, a little bit of rotation, get deeper into that stretch, good. All right, so I'll give you the side on view for the next one. Soften the knees, keep the body straight, so try not to slouch, just body straight, so natural curve of the spine. Just going to tear forward to the chest and see how my knees are bent. It's a good example of tight hamstrings. So what I'm going to do is just push those knees back slowly and gently until I feel a lot of tension here. Good, and then just tuck them forward again. Just a slow push forward and back. See how my back is staying straight? And I'm stretching out through those hamstrings. Breathing through this always. And just make sure you're always keeping a good, solid posture, slumping down like this. Good, and concentrating through the back of those hamstrings. And we'll hold in end range again. Good, about another 15 to 20 seconds, just holding that, breathing. Good, and then we can soften the knees a little and then stand up tall. Okay, so going down onto the floor. Usually I'd have a yoga mat here, but I'm just a bit unprepared this morning. So I'm going to get a little active through the same area. So lying down, careful onto our back, tucking one knee up, tucking the chin in towards the knee, and then just holding in that stretch there. So we're going to just tuck, grab and stretch. So we're crunching, tucking the knee in. The opposite leg will straighten fully, all the way out. Got to try and get to a better position for you there. Good, tuck. Tuck, tuck, breathing here. Keep it slow, controlled. And of course, if you want to get more of a cardio workout, you can really speed this up, go a little faster. Sorry for the long, gangly legs. That's just how it is. Okay, so now straight legs. So lift up straight. As you can see, I'm not the most flexible person. It's not about being super flexible, it's just about getting the stretch. Straight leg, knees locked as much as I can, and then swing, grab, swing, grab. So grab above the knee, try and pull that straight leg up towards the chest, little crunch as you lift. Good, always slow with control. Notice how I'm not moving out of control, it's always slow grab, slow grab. We just do these until we feel fatigued, so there's no perfect amount of time. Good, rest heels down on the floor. Rest your head back, make sure your head is rested. Okay, now we go to lift our hips up and down, nice and easy. So what we're doing here is nice, gentle movement, working glutes, hamstrings, letting our tummy muscles relax, making sure the feet, you can see more in this angle, stay parallel, so try not to have them all turned out, so parallel. And just breathe out, lift up, and down, breathe in. Neutral spine, so just keep that hips lifting up. Now we can challenge this any way we like. You can have your heels lifted to make it hard. Breathing out, breathing in. Good, you can have one leg raised. That's it, same movement, up and down, more challenging. You can hold those hips raised and kick one foot up at a time. Keep those movements slow and controlled. Okay, you can even add a leg swing. So one leg straight, lift up and swing. Then lower, nice and slow and controlled. Good, okay, so you just repeat those on both sides. Once again, to fatigue, you can do quite a lot of sets of these. That's pretty strong, resilient muscles. Okay, so we'll finish up that, bring the knees down, hips down. We're going to turn to the side. Body relax, so lying down on our side here, I should have straight line from the shoulders, hips, and the knees, and then we're going to straighten the front leg. Let's get into a different angle here so you can see. Now this straight leg is hovered, lifted. Rather than slumped down, it's lifted, good. All right, hips are stacked, hands on the hips. Just going to gently swing that leg forward and swing it back. Now making sure that the hips stay nice and stable. As stable as possible. You can use this hand on the floor just to stabilize it. We're just swinging back and forth. Now notice how glutes are working here, the hip flexors here, swinging forward. So it's a really good functional exercise. And I'm just going to swing that back and forth. Back and forth. Good, we're going to hold the legs straight and we'll do some circles. This is even harder here. So this is where you're going to feel muscle burn. Good, round and round with those circles. Breathing as well. Good, so we just do those once again to fatigue. It's early in the morning for me, so I'm not going to do this super crazy to fatigue. You can also have a turnout and a diagonal straight leg lift. So it's a little bit more challenging to get that technique. Try and, that's it, point the toes, lock the knees, straight leg. Notice I'm staying nice and stable in the hips, and I'm just getting this dynamic hip movement here. Good, so we'll repeat that on the other side. Same thing again, lying side on, straight line, shoulders, hips, knees, top leg straight, and we have a lift and swing forward and back. Good, so same movements again on the other side. Okay, so the last one I'm going to show you is what we call bird dog in Pilates. So hands and knees on all fours. Okay, a couple of stretches, cat stretch, cow stretch rather, cat stretch. And we're just going to lift one leg and hold. Sorry, this is a really bad angle to show you on here. There we go, cool. Lift one leg and then hold back behind us. Okay, so we just have our chin just tucked slightly, head in line with the body, and those legs are going to lift up nice and slow, just straight leg lifts. Good, now we can vary this by raising the opposite hand, having that straight leg lift up and down. We can vary it by bending at the knee and kicking the heel up, so we work glutes. That's it, and we can also vary it by having a knee tuck tap and extend, nice and slow. Really good functional core, hip, glute, hip flexor, hamstrings. Good, and then we'd repeat again on the other side. All right, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed.